I'm storyteller and author Pleasant Despain, and you have a wonderful imagination. Welcome to Pleasant Journeys. My story for today is called Father Wind and His Four Sons. It's a Native American tale from the Yuchi people of the Southeast. Let's begin. Long ago, the oldest of Father Wind's four sons said, Father, I want to travel down to the earth and explore both the land and the sea and see what things are like there. Said Father Wind, this is a good plan. But take my second born with you, your brother, because sometimes it's difficult to travel alone. And so the two brothers came down to the earth, but they were gone a long time, and Father Wind grew concerned and said to his two youngest sons, I want you to go down to the earth, search for your brothers, and then bring them home to me. And the next morning, the two youngest brothers went down to the earth. But they were gone for a long time. Finally, Father Wind grew so worried, he called his old friend and advisor, Old Turtle, to have a conversation about where his four sons might be down there on the earth. And Old Turtle was wise, and he said, there is much beauty on planet Earth, but there is also great danger. Perhaps you and I should go down to the planet and see if we can find your four sons. Yes, said Father Wind, that's what we'll do. But, said Old Turtle, bring your peace pipe, the long one with the magic tobacco. And so Father Wind rode on the strong back of Turtle right on down to the planet, and they began exploring to the east and then to the north. It was when they got to the west that they found a very deep lake, and they could see that there was a cave, a large cave, on the other side of that lake. And Old Turtle said, Father Wind, this is an evil place. I sense your children are near, but they are not here. Well, they looked across that lake into that cave at the very entrance. They could see there was an old woman with a bent back, a crone, a witch. She was motioning them over, come visit me. And so Father Wind rode on the back of Old Turtle, who swam across the deep lake to the other side. Oh, yes, she said. Oh, I just love to have visitors. They always have such interesting stories to share. Come in, and I'll light my peace pipe. It has a very special tobacco, and it's ready to light. No, said Father Wind, I brought my own peace pipe, and we'll smoke my tobacco. No, said the old witch, we'll smoke mine. Absolutely not, said Father Wind. The old woman lit her pipe as fast as she could, and she began to puff and puff. Oh, there was an evil smelling smoke beginning to fill the cave. It's poison, said Old Turtle. It's poison. Light your pipe quickly, Father Wind. And he did, and he began to puff. Now, Father Wind's lungs were far greater than that of the witch, and his tobacco smoke began to envelop her evil brew, and before long his smoke began to choke the old woman finally to death. She fell upon the stone floor, the pipe fell out of her hand and broke in half. And then Father Wind and Old Turtle began to hear spirit voices coming from nearby. Father, Father, we're here in this tree. Help save us. Ah, said Old Turtle, that tree by the water's edge, that very tall tree, the tree that is dead. Quick, get the axe. And Father Wind chopped down that tree as fast as he could with that sharp axe, and he made it fall right into the water. Yes, said Old Turtle, now use your lung power. Blow into that water as hard as you can, again and again. And Father Wind began to blow with his might, everything he had. The water began to churn and foam, and fish were flying up and flopping on the ground. But suddenly, something wonderful happened. One by one, his 4 sons rose from the water, and they stood before their father. Oh, Father, said the oldest, it is so good to see you, and you have saved us. The second son said, the old witch, she tricked us into smoking with her and killed us. And the third son said, we are now spirits because we have been reborn on the earth. We must now stay on the earth. And the youngest son said, it is true, Father. We will become the 4 winds of this earth. Now my oldest brother, he will become the cold north wind. And your second-born son, he'll become the warm west wind. And your third-born son, my older brother, he'll become the strong east wind, when I, your youngest, will be the gentle south wind. And together, we will create the 4 seasons of this planet. Ah, said Old Turtle, this is good. And Father Wind agreed as well. And so he said goodbye to his 4 sons, but only for a short while. He misses them. And so, a few times a year, he has to come back down to the earth to see his sons. It makes him so happy that he blows too hard, and sometimes trees fall over and houses even come off their foundation. But Father Wind loves the earth as well, and so he knows not to stay too long. And this is what the Yuchi people say. Well, I hope you like that story. I just love sharing it. Please give it a like, if you will, and subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment, and I'll definitely respond to you. You are important. As one of my many listeners, we share stories. It takes the teller, the listener, and the story all working together with our imaginations to create the magic of storytelling. So thanks for being here. And below, of course, you'll find my website. It has a direct link with all of my books to Amazon.com. There are so many stories yet to tell. Another story to tell next week.